This is a Gamer CJ podcast on Podbean and Spotify. It's been a long time since I recorded the podcast. This is my top 9. As I'm walking my dog, I can hear a train going by. Forget about that. An actual out 45 DP, sorry. Basically, this is a series I want to record, which are basically my favorite albums, top 10, top 9 of different years of music. Most of you guys know I'm a music fan. However, this list in particular will be going from 9 to 1. It was originally 8 to 1, but then I forgot, oh my God, I forgot something. Easy Does It by Eazy-E, which apparently I literally thought that this album, or basically the album that we're going to be talking about, so basically albums that I thought were recorded in a different year, but then I realized, I was recorded this year. Some albums, when we get down the list, are pretty surprising. Some that I've listened to so many different times, and some that I wasn't sure if I was even going to include them. This is 9 to 1, and we are starting with number 9, Eazy-E, Easy Does It. Eazy-E, also known as Eric Wright, died in 1993 from AIDS, the same year I was born. Really good hip-hop album. I actually really enjoy it. Basically, unfortunately, the only hip-hop album from this year, 1988. Eazy-E, one of my favorite hip-hop, probably one of my favorite rappers of all time, especially due to this album and how he contributed to NWA, him and Ice Cube ultimately left the group. This album, it's great. It's an amazing record for hip-hop heads, even though I'm more of a music fan, and if I do listen to hip-hop, I always try to put Easy Does It on, along with Straight Outta Compton. Number 8, from Kenosha, Wisconsin, we have Screamer, Target Earth. Considered a progressive metal band, this record is insane. I don't listen to it that much, but I figured I wanted to put my favorite, and I know it's one of my favorites, but I've listened to it a dozen times. What I like about it is the vocals. Another album that I love with insane vocals. Guitar work is good. It's great. When we get to different albums in my list, like as far as like when we're going maybe like 1987, 1986, we're going to be going to some bands that I'm not necessarily into the music. I just like the singer, or the singer sucks, but I actually like the music. This album is different because I don't know. I just love the vocals. Definitely kind of a Halford, Bruce Dickinson, which I've noticed a lot of singers that have that sound are very much influenced by the sound of Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, because Maiden has a very progressive sound around this time. Speaking of Maiden, I was going to include Seventh Son, but unfortunately, when we get to more of the albums from the early 80s, you probably know what's going to be under that list. Progressive, this album is amazing. Go check it out. Screamer, Target Earth, available on all of your streaming platforms. Number 7 is an album that, man, to end this decade after you dominated it is insane. After losing your singer in 1980, you know, AC/DC started off strong in the 1980. God, I'm sorry about the wind. In the 1980, in the first year of the 80s, Brian Johnson and company completely released one of the most greatest rock albums. I'm calling them, and they're not metal, they're rock. Greatest hard rock albums of all time. Back in Black. They followed it up with arguably, probably one of the best. I mean, I just consider it up there. It's For Those About the Rock, We Salute You. A great album. And then they followed up with some underrated stuff. Presumably, I mean, you have Flick of the Switch, which is underrated. Fly on the Wall, underrated. I love all the AC/DC 80s stuff. In addition to a lot of the stuff with Bon Scott, because I think Bon, they have different styles, but I just think Bon was more rock. Same thing with Brian Johnson. But with Blow Up Your Video, this album that came after this, I'll tell you what, all the tracks in this album were great. You have the 2 video songs. You have That's the Way I Want to Rock and Roll and Heat Seeker, which, I don't know, AC/DC just came out with a great sound in this one. Two's Up is on here. This Means War, which is the last track. I mean, this album is insane. I mean, it's number 7, but I've listened to this album a lot. I mean, this album is amazing. Amazing. Number 6 is an album that is just freaking great. It preceded an album that came out in 1986. It's Fate's Warnings. After Fate's Warnings, Awaken the Garden, which is a great record on its own right. This album, No Exit by Fate's Warning, is progressive masterpiece. It's great. You have Ivory Gates of Dreams, which is like epic. It goes from it has notes of thrash metal. Jim Matheos, Jim and Frank, I don't know how to say. Both of them are just at their absolute best. Fate's Warning are insane on this record. Ray Adler, a new singer who I actually really like his voice. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ray Adler's a great singer too. But, oh no, I mean not Ray Adler, sorry. Oh God, what's his name? Not Ray Adler. Ray Adler's a new singer. Oh God, why do I not know his name? Hold on. John Arch. Damn it, I completely forgot. John Arch, amazing singer. But he sounds more like Bruce Dickinson. Ray Adler, I don't know. His vocal style is freaking amazing. Amazing. I mean, you had some heavy hitters, of course, in this year of 1988. I mean, albums that I really don't listen to anymore: Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax. Like, you have some heavy hitters from this year. 1988. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for power progressive or just metal in general. I mean, to go from Awaken the Guardian to this record is just insane. Ray Adler's a big fan of John Arch, but I just love his vocal style anyway. I mean, just which I consider to be power thrash. But when we sort of get into later on in the records we're talking about, power thrash will kind of become a little bit more and less in line. But it's great. This is a great American power progressive album, and the last with a great drummer in Steve Zimmerman. That is number 6. Number 5, an album that I used to listen to a lot, Trance by Scanner. Scanner is another power metal band from Germany, and like we'll be seeing at the top of the list, there's something about Germans and power metal that just go hand in hand, in my opinion. This is a concept album similar to an album that we'll be talking about later on in the list. This album is amazing. S.O. Cole, who will be replacing the singer in the next album. This album, though, is freaking insane. I mean, you have it is a concept album, but it's freaking amazing. I mean, dude, it is. I mean, by the way, the singer in this band, I think his name is Major. I actually don't remember what his name is. I'm going to look it up too. See, I don't do any band. I just took, well, basically what I'm saying, this guy sounds a lot like that. If you listen to the album, I recommend go to listen to it either on Spotify or YouTube. Look up Scanner Hypertrance. I swear to God, the singer has Halford in him and also has a lot of Ralph Shapers. I mean, definitely does not sound like Tyrant Pace, but listen to it. It's very, very Ralph Shapers, Rob Halford. I mean, just listening. I mean, that album. I mean, I forgot how good it is. Just was listening to it beforehand. You have Locked Out, Across the Universe. Basically, dude, like, freaking insane. Hypertrance.
28 minutes.
Scanner.
Seconds total distance.
Is freaking insane.
Speed 2.8 miles per hour.
It is a freaking, well, first of all, it's a debut album, number 1. And number 2, I mean, Locked Out, Warp 7. I mean, it's just freaking, I mean, on Google, it's literally saying how it's top shelf. Well, again, no crap, it's top shelf. No crap, it's top shelf. It's up there with an album, well, actually 2 albums that have eclipsed like the top 5, like the beginning of the list. I mean, Michael Major, which is great. He's a Michael. I mean, you have a guy, Axel Julius. Okay, well then that's why then. Because if you go on Metal Archives, Ralph Shapers is a backup. So really, in reality, he does. I mean, I get it. I guess he loves sci-fi. I mean, he's also a Priest fan too. But I mean, Tyrion, Locked Out, Across the Universe, RMU, Grapes of Fear, Retaliation Positive, and Killing Fields. That is actually that's number 5. So they are at the beginning of the top 5, and we're going to get into this album. But before I say it, Hypertrance by Scanner, amazing record. Now we're going to get into number 4, this album from the great career of Riot, number 4. This album is a heavy hitter, probably one of my favorites from these American heavy metal / power metal, this American power metal band. Mark Real, rest in peace. He's a great guitarist. This is one of the few bands that actually has a single guitarist that I actually really like. No dual leads here. Thunder Steel. I mean, one of the best. Thunder Steel. Vinnie Moore is an amazing vocalist. Like, this band has it all: drums, guitar. It's just great. I mean, they're legendary too. I mean, this album is legendary. Definitely up there as my favorite American style power metal albums. But it's just, I mean, it's tough because, like so many good bands, this one just happens to be before 3 amazing records. But Thunder Steel definitely a deserving spot to be in my top 4. Now we're gonna get into number 3, and man, this album is amazing. Ram It Down by Judas Priest, so freaking underrated. It's like not even funny. It's right before Painkiller. Ram It Down by Judas Priest, hands down. And I don't care what classic Priest will say. Oh my God, oh this album sucks. Amazing. And I don't care if they have a cover of Johnny B. Good. It's still freaking amazing. I mean, this is the first Judas Priest album I actually listened to. I actually bought it on iTunes, and I'll tell you what. So really, in reality, I mean, I love it. So I'm not gonna like talk bad about an album I actually enjoy and love. Ram It Down by Judas Priest is number 3 for a good reason. And now, I mean, I'm sure you guys know Judas Priest. I mean, they began the decade. They began the 80s with British Steel. Then you have Port of Entry, Screaming for Vengeance, which is probably my favorite Judas Priest album of the 80s. Definitely up there. Defenders of the Faith, Turbo, which I still love. Then you have this album, close out. Dave Holland, the vocalist, the drummer, apparently left the band after this one, and I'm pretty sure there's a drum machine on it too. And that just, to me, that just seems to get on my nerves. He was a good drummer. Nothing like, nothing really like nothing really what Scott Travis would become. Ram It Down is an amazing. Of the title track, Heavy Metal, Love Zone, Come and Get It, Hard as Iron, Blood Red Skies, I'm a Rocker, Johnny B. Good, Love You to Death, and of course Monsters of Rock. This album, freaking insane record. Insane. Judas Priest, Ram It Down is my number 3. And now we're going to get into a bit of a underrated pick. Cloven Hoof, Dominator, 1988. Cloven Hoof is an amazing band. This album precedes a great one, A Sultan's Ransom. This album right now that we're talking about is just great. It's a sci-fi story. Russ North, you have Andy Wood, Lee Payne. It's just this, I cannot speak enough of this one. It's the fact that this is up there with probably one of my favorite metal albums of all time that we'll probably be talking about like next. People don't like the production. I don't care. It still sounds good. I hate when people bring up production in metal. Who cares? If the album is good, who cares about the production sucks. I'm like, bro, have you listened to black metal? Oh, wait, the production. Oh, I don't like the production. The production sounds like shit. I like it. I don't understand. Oh, well. And you know what more pisses me off? They can't remaster it. Dominator is not available on Spotify. It's like they wiped the damn album from existence, and then they had to re-record all those songs. I mean, Reach for the Sky, probably one of my favorite Cloven Hoof songs. If they play it live, they slow it down. I'm like, it's like they recorded it and it's like they're making it's slow. Russ North, by the way, rest in peace, great vocalist. I mean, they just recorded all that stuff. I mean, they actually had an album before called Fighting Back that recorded they recorded all of the stuff from Dominator, like in that, and before. I mean, before they had Russ North, Andy Wood, which great. I mean, look, right? Cloven Hoof, they're a really good band. I like a Sultan's Ransom, but look, I love Dominator. And the fact that they still have not remastered it is insane. Look, it came out in 1988, so what's not to like? Rising Up, Nova. See, I'm sorry. When I did the Judas Priest one, I can't help that I didn't sing it, only because it's Priest, you know. It's still underrated, but this album is just insane. I actually have it on my local files on my phone. If I ever met Lee Payne, I'm like, dude, put Dominator on freaking Spotify. And if he says I don't have that's not my call, God damn it, make it your call. I love this record. It's so freaking good, dude. I mean, I don't care if it sounds like crap. It's still good. I mean, dude, I love freaking Walls of Jericho by Halloween. Oh, the production sucks. So it sounds literally Sultan's Ransom and Dominator have a similar sound. So, you know what I mean? Let me rant for a second. Now, I love Metal School. I get it. He's a great commentator when it comes to metal. But I don't understand. Oh, the production sounds bad. Oh, the production. Who cares if the production sucks? Is the album at least good? Oh, well, they fixed that issue on Sultan's Ransom. And I'm thinking to myself, they sound similar. It's definitely not like the debut, but the debut was different. I was recorded in like the early 80s. And the fact that they still had to re-record those songs, and I like the songs that they recorded on Fighting Back is still a good album, but I really like the songs on Dominator. Dominator is insane. You know, I love when Henry the Tyrant Coughlin from Jack Panzer was with them with Keep It True. You watch the end, I'm like, oh my God. But definitely Russ North. I was actually, because I sing a lot, as you probably know. So I was actually singing, Battlestar, you know, the nasally voice. And I actually heard Russ North. He was trying to audition from Bruce Dickinson. Now, I unfortunately got into the Blaze Bayley stuff personally. Then again, I don't really listen to any Maiden post like Seventh Son. That's kind of my personal preference. It's not that I don't like that stuff. I just prefer, you know, I just prefer like a lot of that stuff over No Prayer for the Dying or whatever the hell, whatever they came up with. Yeah, I'm just also walking my dog too, so. Basically recording this album, and first of all, this album, I don't know why it's not on Spotify. For one, like, is it that bad? It's not even on Apple. It's like I shouldn't have to download this album, you know, do it like some of the other ones. I would buy it digitally. I don't mind paying top dollar to have this album digitally. I don't care. Like, I probably would stream this 1,000,000 times on Spotify. But you have Dominator. That's okay. Like, dude, I don't care if Oh, I don't own the music? Oh, really? You don't own the music, huh? Oh, well, fans don't like it. I'm like, dude, re-record the damn album. Oh, well, the definitive part two. I'm like, dude, all you have to do is freaking re-release it and put it on digital. It's 2026. It's still not on there. It's one of the few albums that are not actually on Spotify that I really wish it was. Or some digital marketplace. And I hate when people are like, well, people really need to own it. I'm like, dude, I like to listen to it with my headphones out. I don't believe now that I have Spotify, I should have to pirate shit. Okay? I should not have to. And yes, I do. Now, if they were live in Jersey, of course I would see them. Hell yeah. I mean, Russ North is dead, unfortunately. But, I mean, Lee Payne is still there. I love how they have two guitarists, too. And it's like, okay. Well, Lee Payne is amazing. If I ever met Lee Payne, I'm like, dude, you got to get Dominator. You got to get that crap on Spotify. You got to get that on Spotify, bro. You have to get on Spotify. And what do you mean, like, if they say, oh, I don't own my music. Well, that album was just not recorded. Dude, I'm going to say it again. Dominator and Assault at Random sound the same. Same sound. Just because one album's production sucks. That never stopped Wars of Jericho. That's still on Spotify. Or maybe it's just not as good as I think. Like, oh, it's a Fugitive, The Invaders, Warrior of the Wasteland. Like, I talked about this extensively. Okay, ran over. We're going to get to number one. And if you guys know me, absolutely the best album from 1988. Can you guys guess? I'll give you 30 seconds. And I don't even need to look up information because I know the songs by heart. If you guess Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, you are right. After fantastic Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1, Keeper 2 just hits it out of the park. Kai Hansen obviously left the band, but he had an epic send-off. Michael Wyckoff, who I don't know if I mentioned this before, had a nervous breakdown. Wyckoff is so good, man. I'll tell you what, you listen to who wrote the songs, half of my favorite songs were written by Wyckoff. That's insane. Eagle Fly Free, amazing. Right? I mean, well, Kinski also wrote You Always Walk Alone. I mean, Dr. Steen, I think, was written by Kai. But you have songs like Rise and Fall. We Got the Right. I mean, dude. He wrote the excellent Keeper of the Seven Keys. That's an amazing song. But, I mean, if I had to choose my favorites on Keeper 2, it would probably, look, all the songs are great. But sometimes if I'm feeling really good, I'll listen to Invitation and Eagle Fly Free together. So I usually listen to the intro. And then keep going down the list. Sometimes if I'm feeling in a fun mood, I'll do Rise and Fall, Dr. Steen, and then go that way. Or I just listen to Rise and Fall 50 billion times because that song is so fun. And as much as I love A Tale That Wasn't Right, this album has no cheese. Okay, Rise and Fall's cheese. But see, is it? We Got the Right. Oh, that's cheese. No. And I don't know. That's the only thing I have against Keeper 1 is that ballad. That's very good, by the way. But you have We Got the Right. March of Time, man, that's insane. March of Time is amazing. Oh, that's time. March is time. March is... I cannot sing to them. Basically, you get the point. March of Time is an amazing song. Oh my God, so good. And then you get to I Want Out, which... it's great. People are like, that's pop. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a rebellious song. I mean, your founder's leaving the band. I mean, what do you want it to be, a poppy song? Like a ballad? Like just the emotional. That's like, how are we just supposed to be, like, that's supposed to be fun. Like, I Want Out's very rebellious. And I love that song too. And then Keeper of the Seven Keys, and then most stuff I listen to, and then to Keeper of the Seven Keys, and it has like Save Us. But I've never actually listened to the original version. So they have Save Us. They have, but I'm gonna say this too. I know Dr. Steen is about Frankenstein. All the time it's used, and I don't really care. Like, I don't care. Like, I love this album so much. I don't care if songs in the album are considered, it's very poppy. Or like even said, we're trying to get into a poppy direction. I'm like, no, it's not. It's still good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if someone goes in a poppy direction if it's good. Like Judas Priest. I'm gonna say this about Turbo, dude. Judas Priest wanted to do something different. I don't think Priest sold out. Bro, Priest is always, even though Priest is metal, I still consider Judas Priest to be borderline. You know, at the end of, I mean, it's the 80s, so, and Priest, and even, like, for instance, like, Priest still has the sound. Even on Pink Bubbles Go Ape, even though some of the sound is stripped away, like, even though it doesn't sound like, like Pink Bubbles doesn't sound like Keeper 2, you got to remember, a lot of songs like Keeper 2, like, it wasn't, like, all serious, you know what I'm saying? All those songs weren't serious. I mean, on Keeper 1, you had Future World, which I don't think it was a serious song at all. Keeper 2, I just think they were being more experimental. It's just different. And maybe that's just me, but I actually, like, I used to think Kai was a good songwriter. Michael Wyckoff is an amazing songwriter too. That album, if you look at all the songs that were great, and I'm going to keep going in circles, the songs that I like in the album were written by Wyckoff. Rise and Fall, Dr. Steen. Rise and Fall is my favorite, and I found out that Wyckoff wrote that. I'm like, okay. And Kai might be a metalhead too, I get it. But look, you gotta accept, if you like an album like I do, like this one, dude, I don't know what to say. I'm sure you guys have an album that you guys are like, oh my God, you can't say bad about that. This one is it. Definitely it. Dominator, absolutely it. That's when I hear people talk crap about Dominator, like, well, it does not sound good compared to Assault and Ransom. Well, no, because they both sound the same. Who cares about the production? It would be like compare, because I think, and this is what I believe. For instance, I'm gonna keep doing comparisons. It's like when people compare, that doesn't sound like, I don't know what's a good comparison. And I'm just going back to Dominator, but it's the same thing. When people say, Priest were trying to sell out in Turbo. No, they weren't. They weren't trying to chase trends. They were still Priest. So what? They have guitar stints. KK and Glenn were still belting out stuff. Sure, the themes were different, but it's Priest. They were trying to be a voice for that generation, even though they were older. They probably, most of them were born in like the 40s. But you got to admit, I got to admit something too. It's like they didn't sell out. Like I don't consider bands to be sellouts. And Michael Kiske, who I love for this, bands don't sell out. Fans are they're just not used to. My opinion is, if I like a band, as long as they don't go too much into that other direction, I can listen to it. I mean, it's not like Priest wrote sad ballads. It's not like Priest went Europe's direction where their first couple albums were badass, and then they wrote a song like Carrie, like, okay, yeah, it's too much. Europe, by the way, I love Europe. Europe's a great band, but I cannot listen to anything. Product Out There has great songs. Take out Carrie, and great album. But then as the more albums you get, then they start becoming like, what is this? No wonder John Norum left. I mean, are you trying to appeal to your fans or to women? I mean, sure, Europe's famous, but I rather listen to like Dreamer compared to Carrie and people are like, oh, those songs are similar. No, they're not. No, they're not. So I refuse to see Europe simply because of that song. Now, if they played their first two out, if they played Europe played their first album and no ballads, if they started, oh, we're playing Carrie now, I'm leaving the venue. That's how much I despise that song. Now, Halloween, there's no songs I hate. Sure, I don't like listening to Taylor Wasn't Right, but I like it. You know, for Priest, for Ram It Down, not Ram It Down, sorry, wait. If they play Turbo or Breaking the Law, I'm not gonna leave the venue. But because when I heard Carrie, I wasn't really in a good mental state, so the fact that it puts me in that negative mood. I didn't hear Ram It. Even like with bands like certain bands like Winger, who I met before, and I always like to ask bands, why did you write that song? And if someone says, then I'm like, okay, well, I don't have no respect for you. Why? Because you're doing it for this? It's not for this. Song sucks. And if they say, oh, well, I got you. I wanted you to cry. Dude, come on, man. I refuse to listen to Carrie or those ballads simply because it's not genuine. Joey Tempest didn't feel that. Bro, he wrote that in 1984. Why do you have to write that song? Do you know someone? No. And literally hearing that song, it's like, really? I don't like when bands have too emotion around something, but they don't see it. Like, you know what I mean? When I went out with Halloween, Kai wanted to leave the band. You know what I'm saying? It's only because Kai wanted to leave Halloween. That's the reason why. Kai didn't want to leave the band. I Went Out is just a boring old rebellious song. You know what I'm saying? And if people, well, you listen to the Pistols. Johnny Ryan's not a good vocalist. I'm like, Johnny Ryan's not a good vocalist. Are you serious? Oh, I don't care if Johnny Ryan's not a good vocalist. Oh, wait, so Johnny Ryan's not so basically, well, he's not writing stuff that's real. I'm like, but it's a different style of music. Halloween, and it's different with that stuff. When you go from like and I'm just saying selling out in general, because all these people are like, well, they sold out on this album from, like, when people say, well, it's different than Walls of Jericho. I know why it's different from Walls of Jericho. Because sound evolved. But when you go downhill and you try to write a hit, no respect for you. No respect. See, at least British Steel is decent. At least British Steel's still Priest. Sure, it's not like Stay in Class where they wrote bangers. Not like, but because even if Priest wrote a ballad, so they're not trying to alienate their fans. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to alienate their fan base. Even Whitesnake, who I think is badass, wrote these ballads not not for their fans, but because they saw cha-ching and they're okay. That's good. See, I'm gonna say something too for like Led Zeppelin. I'm just going on a tangent. I don't know why. And I'm just saying, anyone that's so what I sold out on that album. This is all those people. Shut up and listen. Listen. The reason why certain bands in the 70s were different, like for especially like Led Zeppelin. I don't like Stairway to Heaven, but it works. It's in the 70s. Sure, you might not like that song, but it still works. You know what I mean? The reason that I don't like the song Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner, well, so, and I know it's two different songs. The reason that Stairway to Heaven works for Led Zeppelin is because Led Zeppelin, like, they have a sort of experimental sound. So it works. Sweet Home Alabama doesn't work because, one, it's a protest song, and yes, I don't mind protest songs, but it's not like Freebird, where Freebird should be more popular than Sweet Home Alabama. So I'm against bands that, that's their more popular song. I'm like, okay, but Freebird, that should be more popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, while I think I Went Out works for Halloween, they could have recorded like 2 other videos. Dr. Steen would make a great single, and probably Eagle Fly Free. Eagle Fly Free definitely works on MTV. You know what I mean? Absolutely. That definitely works on MTV. You know what I mean? Certain songs work better for that time. You know what I'm saying? So basically, as I'm going on this rant, and I don't know why I'm going on this rant right now, it's like you're not trying. Like, I don't consider the only way you sell out is if you, like, how should I put it? Halloween was not Ellen. I don't think with Kaya Hansen even said it, right? Well, we would have done something differently. Yes, because your sound evolves. Okay, even with Chameleon, they still have banger songs. Pink Bogos Go Ape still has banger songs. As long as you don't write crappy piano ballads that only appeal to one group, that's fine. Carrot from Europe, I met some badass guys like, I love that song when I was at a Winger concert. I'm like, oh, you love it? Really? And then I'm thinking to myself, did he actually listen to their older stuff? At that point, I didn't listen to earlier stuff. But if I went from the debut to Wings of Tomorrow and then to Final Countdown, I'm like, what the hell is this? They completely went from a great hard rock band to a band that only appeals to one group. One group. Right? People that listen to, and maybe Gary's a good song, but it didn't hit me in the wrong way. I'm like maybe they just wanted to write a tearjerker. Why you're playing? Like, it's just annoying. Like, even, like, I'll bet if I listen to Carrie right now, I don't like when those songs get stuck in my head. But then again, Joey Thomas is like, yay, I got an American to cry, yay. And newsflash, don't work for CBS Records and expect I'm going to make money doing exactly what I like. No, dude. They screwed over a good band. That's all I got to say. You screw over your original fans because this is better. And they become famous because, I don't know, on a countdown, Rock Tonight's much better, but that's beside the point. That's all I'm saying. I didn't choose Europe's Europe's 88 album, because I realized that I feel that I feel like if Carrie would be better if instead of that they wrote something similar to maybe like The King Will Return. The King Will Return. Whatever. Basically, I gotta say this before I forget. Album is amazing. Great album. I think it works. Sorry. This album works. Sorry. That's my list. Sorry about the rant. I just need to get that off my chest. That was my favorite album from 1988 plus. Selling Out. It's a long podcast. Talk to you guys later. Bye.